Hello, my name is Afflix and welcome to a Minecraft video. And in this video, I have just acquired a beacon. We are going to need a proper structure for this beacon to reside. For this, I've decided to put myself in a little bit of a challenge. And that challenge is to make the building without using the letter E. Now that might sound pretty easy, but a lot of blocks use the letter E. A lot of things are going to be off limits for the design that I'm going to be using for my beacon room. The hardest part about this challenge is definitely going to be getting the right blocks for the job without using a single block that has the letter E in it. Okay, let's have a look at what blocks don't have the letter E in them in my storage room. I mean, surely not that many of the letter E. I mean, it's just one letter. Maybe this will be easier than I thought. Let's check. Oh, no, cobblestone. No, andesite has an E. There's an E there, too. Okay, yeah. No, that's fine. Wait, no, stone. Stone slab. Blah. Everything is an E in it. What on here? Diorite? Cobble... gravel? Smooth... Okay, I can use smooth basalt. I want some of that. Deep slate? No, 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 no. Tough brick? Oh, yep. Tough. Okay, we've got a few. Polished tough, no. Okay, what do we have? Okay, moss blocks. We can use moss. That's good. Okay, mud. Yeah, we're getting somewhere here. Poppies? Lilacs? A lot of these have E's in them. White tulip. What about wood? No, we can't have any spruce. We can use birch. I probably won't do that though. Oak? Yeah, we can use oak. We can use some oak. Pale oak? No. Oh, we could use some dark oak. That could go really well. And nether blocks. No, 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 no. That's a long name. What does that have? 3 E's? Nether gold, magma block. Maybe we could use some magma blocks. No blackstone. Basalt, that can come in handy. Ooh, okay, we got a lot of blocks here. We already have some clay. No, we can't use calcite, that doesn't E at the end. Iron bars, that can come in handy. Glass. No prismarine. No endstone. No bone blocks. Ooh, obsidian. No amethyst. No sea lanterns. Geez, like so many of my blocks are just off limits. We can use some quartz. This isn't a block, right? I can just turn that into a block of quartz. Okay, so these are all the blocks that we have available to us. Let's see what we can do with this. This is definitely going to be a challenge because these blocks, they're all good blocks, but I don't know how well magma's going to go with moss. I guess we'll just have to see. We might just be able to grab a few more blocks that can be useful to us. Aside from the blocks that we already have, there were a couple of blocks that I thought would go very nicely with the build. The first of which being dark oak logs. Now these are a very nice dark wood type, and we don't really have that many available to us, maybe just acacia and oak, so I thought dark oak would go very nicely. And secondly, I decided just to grab some more tuff. Tuff is the primary block that we're using for a lot of this build, so it's important to have a lot of it. Finally, we have light grey wool, but that is a little bit more complicated. As you can clearly see, light grey wool does have an E in it, but that doesn't mean it always will. The reason that I want to use light grey wool so badly is because we have a severe lack of blocks in between the dark and light, like a transition block between basalt and the quartz that we had earlier. And light grey wool is really good because it's a similar colour to stone. It isn't a very busy texture, and so it's very valuable for this building. But it does have an E in it. But that can be changed. I've had to do the unthinkable. Change my language settings from English UK to English US. Their language, English US. Done. Now the game's restarting. Let's see. The E is gone. This is now a valid block that we can use in our build. Now we have finally landed on the block palette that we're going to be using in our build, and I think it is just looking fantastic. We've got a good range of the dark blocks to the light, and the quartz as well for some contrast. I just think it's a really nice blend, got a good gradient, and that's always the base of a kind of build. You need to have a good gradient. Got the moss for the base, and just a little pop of colour. Transparent blocks in the glass, that'll mostly be used for the beacon, so that the beacon light can go through. So I think everything's looking good. Fell down. But yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? It's a gradient. It's quite a good gradient. I'm surprised at how well it's turned out because of the lack of blocks with the letter E, but still, I can't wait to get started. And yeah, I'll get right into the building process. And with that, we have finished the entire sword build slash beacon thing. And I think it has turned out absolutely stylish. I really love how the white contrasts with the dark colors we use at the bottom. And I think that the technique we used with the slabs going through the center with the beacon light, it just looks absolutely phenomenal. The gradient as well with the tough moss, the mud, it just really adds to it, draws the eyes upwards. And originally I wasn't planning on doing the moss around the base, but I thought it was just a bit too, it felt too stabbed into the ground without enough force around it. So that's how that came to be. And as you can pretty clearly see, it stands out very nicely. And if you're paying close attention, you'll notice that I used diamond blocks up the top there. Yes, I did use like 5 diamond blocks just in the decoration. But I hope you like it. I very much enjoyed building it. I hope you enjoyed watching me build it. Um, and if you'd like to see me build stuff like this in the future, then I'm very glad to make videos of it. So yeah, there's the back as well. A few details missing, but it's okay. I used gold instead of diamond. I'm not that rich. And yeah, I just made sure to keep a lot of details. And even though that might be a very short video, that is going to be the end of this episode of building. So I hope you enjoyed. I very much did. So, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.